So the three variations of the rifle are the Ultimate Sporter R Black, the Ultimate Sporter R Laminate as seen in this picture here, and finally the Ultimate Sporter R Walnut, which is a mixture of the walnut and the black. Other than the type of stock you choose, the specification of the rifle is almost identical, apart from one thing for specification and one for price. So the rifle can be bought in both 177 and 22 caliber. In 177 you're looking at 90 plus shots, and in 22 120 plus shots. Being a UK rifle, this is just under 12 foot-pounds of energy, or 16 joules. The overall length of the rifle is 1010 millimeters, with a barrel length of 395 millimeters. The weight of the rifle is 3.3 kilograms, and the price is £1,099 for this model. The one specification difference alluded to earlier is just the weight. On these versions, both the laminate and the walnut, it's 3.4 kilograms, where the black is 3.3. You'll also see that the price is slightly different at £1,149, which is exactly £50 more than the black version. So to fill the rifle, unscrew the cap at the end, what protects the quick fill, and this is the probe, very safe probe. Put it on and then you twist. So goes on, locate the hole and twist. Hopefully you can see there, T-piece is now secure. With this version being regged, you can fill it to 250 bar. Now, not everyone's probably got 250 bar pressure in the cylinder, unless it's been freshly filled and it's a 300 bar cylinder. So I'm probably going to put in here around about 220. So that's 220. That's going to release the pressure from the hose. Now a little tip I've found, if you've got the best fittings snap-ons here, is to unsnap it there so the actual T-piece is on and it's not connected to those anymore, and to stop you actually scratching your silencer, I find it a lot easier. If it's off, it just comes off real easy. There's no struggling at all with the hose. As you can see, it's just on and twist. As simple as that. Where if you'd got it on the hose, you've also got obviously the kink in the hose is causing a little bit of pressure and friction on the T-piece, but no problem at all getting this on and off once it's disconnected. So that's a really good tip. So let's take a closer look at the rifle then. Starting off at the end here, the end of the barrel, we've got Air Arm's own Q-Tech silencer, which is becoming very popular and getting a really good reputation for being one of the quietest silencers actually on the market. As you've already saw, you've got a screw cap here what covers the quick fill, and that's a good idea. It keeps all the dust and particles from where you're filling the rifle. You see the barrel is actually shrouded, and you probably can't see that, but in fact you might there. There's actually holes in the shroud as well, so not only has it got the silencer, it's also got a shrouded barrel. Entrance here for the magazine, for the 10-shot magazine. Towards the back you can see the cheek piece moves up and down, and on this one as well it also moves left to right. You could cant it this way, and as you probably see I've slightly canted it over to this way, and that's for it to fit on my face a lot better. To actually make the adjustments for cant, there's some little grub screws in here, and obviously to move it up and down you've got the grub screw here. You can also see you've got a rubber butt pad here, and that can be moved as well. Something what you don't get on the rifle is what I put on here. This is the biathlon type cocking lever, but what you do get, you get the S510 normal side lever and cocking. I've just put this on because it aids me when I'm nighttime shooting, but that doesn't come with it. Underneath you'll see you've got your air gauge there, and when you fill this up, don't expect it to register straight away. So you never use this cylinder or this fill gauge here to actually fill and look at the pressure, because it takes about 2 to 5 minutes for once you've filled the rifle for this gauge to kick in and read the right reading. I've done it and tested it, and after 2 to 5 minutes it's spot on. It matches the gauge on my cylinder, but like I said, please don't use it to try and fill. Underneath the stock you get a standard this QD stud here, and this is movable, so it can move up and down in this rail here, which comes as part of the S510 Ultimate Sporter stock, and that allows you to fit in a bipod, or how I've done today is fitting my sling. You'll see the stock is wood, and then on the top is rubber coated, and you've got some stipple in here and here, which is really good for wet weather. The trigger is a 2-stage adjustable, and the safety catch is actually at the pin and the trigger. Some people don't like that, but I don't find it a problem, and I've been using it quite often, this safety catch, and I've not had a problem with it. So I'd sooner have a safety than no safety at all. So other than that, I think it's very nice. It balances really well. It's got a nice centre of balance, as you can see. Stand back a little bit. Centres nicely, and then printed on it you've got the S510 Ultimate Sporter with R standing for regulated. So that's the rifle. Let's see how it functions. Okay, so as you can see, I've got Air Arms' own pellets, and what I have done inside the house is, I know it says on the tin 8.4 grain, but what I do, I take a sample of about 30 pellets and just weigh them and take an average, and the actual average of the 30 pellets, so what I sampled inside, was actually 8.5 grain rather than 8.4. So I'm going to just take them out of the tin now going forward, and I'm going to use 8.5 in my readings. So filling the magazine is simple. I'm just taking them out of the tin, push them into the hole, and then rotating the inner part like so to allow the next pellet to be loaded in. Very simple design, but obviously proven over many years for Air Arms to work really well, like so. I'll show you a little tip now. You can see the magazine's filled, but trying to do this, if I tap like so, you'll see the last pellet falls out. So if you're thinking safety in mind and you want to get over a sty or a gate at night time, and you remove your magazine, make sure your rifle's safe, what you can do is, and your pellets are in like that, and before you put your magazine in your pocket, you just twist it like that half a turn, and then that obviously stops the pellets coming out. That's a good tip for night time. Seven 6-1, 7-6-9, 7-6-9, 7-7-0, 7-6-5, 7-6-9, 7-6-6, 7-7-0. How many is that, Laura?
Oh, you've got 2 more to go.
2 more. 2. 768 and 768. Blimey, that's brilliant. So I've got the results here, and as I said earlier when I was filling the magazine, an average of the tin is 8.5 grain instead of the 8.4 which is printed on the tin. But you saw we did 10 shots, and 3 of them was at 769, 2 of them was at 768, and 2 was at 770, showing us duels on the chrono. So I'm really pleased with that. So out of them 10 shots, we've got an average of 767.5 feet per second, and if you change that into foot-pounds using 8.5 grain, that works out at 11.12 foot-pound. So absolutely spot on. So you could put an heavier pellet in and probably rise up a little bit, but not go over. So if I ever get stopped out on the permission and someone wants to check it, I'm never going to be over. So that's really good. And as you can see, straight out of the box, regulator's working perfect, and that is very consistent. Now what I will say is this rifle hasn't shot hardly at all. In fact, it's not even been on the permission yet, so it's probably still got to settle in a little bit, and it's probably going to be even more consistent. And if I would have actually weighed every pellet to make sure I'd got 8.5 every pellet, I reckon I could have got better results. Overall the total spread was 9 feet per second from 10 shots, so I'm very pleased. But as I said, I reckon if I'd weighed each pellet individually to 8.5, I think that 6 could have probably, that 9 could have probably been maybe at 8, 7 or even 6. So it's looking brilliant so far. So you can see it's a windy day, and I'm just going to laze this target to show you. It's 29.8 meters, so I've rounded it up to 30. You can see the strong wind from right to left, and you can also see where I've just zeroed the pod. So this is a check group now, so I'm just about to take the first shot like so, and that goes to the left of the point of aim, which is as I expected. I then take the second shot and it goes exactly in the same hole, so I'm really pleased with that. And then obviously I cock and take the third shot, which also goes straight in the same hole, so that's brilliant accuracy. So this is a close-up photo I took of the group, and you'll see I've just put my air arms pellet lid over where I'd been zeroing to tidy the picture up, but just to the right you'll see I've put a brand new 177 pellet in the hole from the 3 shots what the Ultimate Sportum are made. I'm very happy with the sort of accuracy I'm getting, especially in that wind. Okay, so you can see it's windy from the grass at the back, and I'm lining up here, and the first shot I take is going to go low and left by a mil dot, and this is obviously due to the wind. So you can see it's dropped low and left. The next shot goes the same level but slightly to the right, as the wind doesn't affect as much, like so. The next one is the same group as shot 1, slightly low and to the left. And then the fourth shot is the same hole, also on the left, starting to form a group. The next shot is the right hand hole, and is exactly in the same hole as the right hand pellet. Then shot 6 is back in the left group again, all down to the wind. Shot 7 is in the left group again, but this time it's joining both impacts up. Shot 8 is in the same group. Shot 9 is also in the same group. And finally shot 10, so it's whole mag, also goes in the same group. So without the wind I'm pretty sure they'd all be basically on top of each other. Unfortunately, you never seem to get a day at Nelson Field Target Club where there's no wind. So you can see I'm lining up here on a pellet, and I take the shot. This time the wind is blowing from the left to the right. I then recock and take my next shot, and you'll see the pellet actually touches the previous pellet mark. I then recock and take my third and final shot, and you can see that also lands within the group. What I do now is, I'm still on times 13, I'll pan across and show you that it's 51 meters or 56 yards, and then I will go to the right to show you the mine tape, which is the wind flag, to show you that there is quite a breeze. You can see the trees in the back and the grass. So I believe that if there was none of that breeze, then pellets would have definitely landed on top of each other. Okay, it's quite a cold day today. As you can see, the wife's got a woolly hat on, but we're at my local club, Nelson, and we're going to go and try and shoot some of these targets using the Ultimate Sporter R, but I've left the pod on, so I'm going to be recording the targets through the pod. Now normally if I were doing HFT I'd have a scope on, but I thought it'd be good because it's really windy today, and I know a lot of people like to see the shots where I aim off. In the previous reviews we've done, we've been using a scope and using the Sony camera, Sony camera I should say, Sony camera, I'm showing my age, the Sony camera, and you haven't seen the aiming off shots, so today there'll be quite a lot. So the first target then is only 10mm, and I've got to give it a little bit of right hand side. See, I'll give it just the right amount, and the target's stiff but it comes up, and you'll see now it's at 37.5 meters. This is a 10mm spinner at 33 meters. You'll see I'm aiming off slightly to the right but hit it cleanly. See it spinning there. So I've gone out a little bit further now and I'm at 47 meters. And what you'll see there is a blue knockdown target, what's already been knocked down, but I need to reset it. So I'm on times 13, and you'll see I hit it cleanly and it resets. I then recock, and I'm going to try and knock it down again this time. So same again, right hand side for the wind, the right hold over, and over it goes. I then go down to times 6 to give you a view of what it looks like on times 6. So this is me now at 50 meters or 50.7 meters, and what I'm doing is I'm aiming off slightly at 2.5 mil dots on times 13 just to check that where my point of impact is, and you can see it's not far off perfect. I then go down to times 6 and give you a view at times 6. This is just a quick shot on times 13 at 50 meters. You'll see the spinner there. I'm aiming off to the right again for the breeze. Take the shot. It's a perfect hit. So after refilling the magazine, I come back to the same target. You'll see it's sat in an awkward position. They are quite stiff due to the weather, but I aim to the right hand side again at 2.5 mil dots of hold over and take the shot, and you can see it's a perfect hit yet again. Reset the target spinner. At this point I assess the wind has got up a little bit more, so I'm trying to go for the bigger spinner, so you can see I've actually had to give it a lot more right hand side but hit it cleanly. So this time I picked the smaller one of the spinners. And I can see I'm going to give it a bit of right hand side, and I zoom into times 13. You see the wind in the background, so hence the right hand side. Take a nice shot and you'll see it spin and go straight over.
Never anything like it.
No, it's no one swap. We'll swap the land my top.
This final target's a 52 meter spinner, and I'm going for the smaller one of the two spinners at the top. See, I'm giving it the required hold over and right hand side, take the shot, and I hit it nice and cleanly. I then go back down to times 6.
Merlin. Very good.
You didn't expect that, did you?
That's good, that's really good.
One shot.
Yes.
Yeah, Laura was filming that. I said to her, I've got 4 pellets left. Let's see if we can have a go at a standing unsupported crow with the Ultimate Sporter Carbine R in black. And first shot, wasn't it?
That was good, that was really good. Well done.
Turn sideways then. Can't get your arm on. That's why that's just pistol fire. No, it's only because I'm so used to it. Well, that's the thing with the standing shot. If you can completely relax, so you're not holding it, you end up getting a lot more stable with it.
Let's go for another Jimmy, Davy.
Yeah.
£18 it was. Hit the man, I hit the target.
Shot.
No worries. There's that.
Sure.
Can't hit anything on any.
You'll hit him with that, don't worry.
Right. Take 6.
Oh, nice. He's on a roll.
Hey?
He's on a roll.
All right.
Oh, brilliant.
Legs. You want to pop
Oh, keep going until you're empty. You see the silver plate?
Yeah.
On the top, there's a little spinner. Try crosshair exactly in the centre of the spinner.
Step back up.
The other way. I'm starting again. No, which is better.
Hey, see if you can reset on any of them. Crosshair again. That's really good shooting, that.
Which one are you going
I haven't seen many people do that yet. Nice. Good shooting.
to? Safety, stay off everything.
Oh, that's lovely.
Find the rest of the way is really fine.
It's coming up, yeah.
That is brilliant. Well done. Keep going until you're empty.
You said you're going to miss it.
That's it, empty. Nice and smooth and quiet.
That's a cracking rifle.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I can buy one now.
You're going to buy one? That's good. You're the second bloke today who's used it and then said he's going to buy one. That's it. Nice shot.
Bring it up.
Great shooting.
Right way down. Okay.
That one should be crosshair. Someone shot your target, yeah? All of them should be crosshair from then on. Yeah, lovely shooting, well done. Once you'd found your aim point, what did you think?
Very nice, very smooth.
Quiet as well, innit?
Extremely quiet.
Yeah.
I'm used to shooting with moderated bombs and whatever, and this is still far quieter.
Yeah.
The action, and it's much easier to pull with the extended bar going down as well.
Yeah. Alright, thank you for that. So this is some ratting then. This is the first time I really used the pod in anger, and I'm at an undisclosed location here in the Midlands. See, that rat there was underneath a container and I dropped him with a nice headshot. This is looking into a rubbish pile now. This is like a bit of a waste transfer area. You'll see there's a lot of rats, but what you can see is look at the distance. So we're going from 44 up to 46 metres. So I've just laid in that one there. It was 46. I already know my aim point and drop him. So that's around about a 51 yard rat. I'm really pleased with that. You see the rest scarper. And now we're going to come back to the same area. Another one, 46.7 metres. Same aim point again. And drop that one with a clinical shot. Really pleased with how the Ultimate Sport was working. This is a bit closer. Look, you can see around about 23 metres, so 25 yards. Right there, drop him, shooting through the neck, and I know it'll come through the skull, which it did. Going on again, 24 metres, nice clear picture, rolled him down. You can see the eyes. It's quite hard to actually get them because a lot of them are in the twigs, as you can see. So it's a case of sometimes you hit the twig. This one's just wandering around on the road. Didn't think I saw it, but got dropped nicely. This is looking under some steel pallets now, and you can see that rat's looking at me square on, so I take him out with a nice front shot. Under the same pallet again, you can see the rat there, and I take him as well. Same pallet again, and we're looking now. I can see the body of a rat there, so I take him, as you see, I hit him with an artillery, and he shakes around with the nerves. I've been watching him for a while actually. Another close one again, really nice clear picture, a bit of old over, You can see he went over no problem. Another close one again, and down he goes as well. Lovely clear picture with a pard, but the Ultimate Sport is doing an absolute cracking job. This one thinks he can't be seen, but the infrared spots him, and down he goes. This one I thought I might get two in one shot, but I only actually get one. When I go and retrieve them later, there's only one there, so that was lucky. Back under the pallet again, and this is going to be a body shot again. You'll see me targeting the rat, and you'll see it go over in a little while. His high just popped up there. There, I got him. This is the final shot then, and this is the rat in between some steel containers. Nice clear picture. The Ultimate Sporter does exactly what it needs to and drops it.